All right, good morning, everyone. We are taking a look at NASDAQ here. It is Wednesday, April 30th. Post GDP, post economic data, price is trading into an area of key support here, right in the 19,250, 19,350 area. This pivot is a higher time frame zone. If we take a look at, say, a 2-hour chart, you're going to see a clarity of that zone, the importance of that zone. So for today, we just want to see, are buyers going to be showing up and continuing to defend this area of support, keeping the near term range intact, or is there going to be a near term range breakdown? We've got about 4 sessions, if you include today, within the near term range. So right here is what I'm talking about, right through there, just kind of sideways action for the past 4 days. Yesterday, we close on highs, or at least near highs, up near that 19,600 level of interest. And this morning, ahead of the bell, we're back into support. So, pretty straightforward main watch for this morning. I believe we do have some other economic data prints this morning. Yeah, we've got a 9:45 print, we have a 10 a.m. print. So, we've got our key area of support on watch. Let's see how this open actually looks as far as the structure is concerned. And remember, we do have a couple of landmines here with those upcoming data prints. So no real rush. No real rush this morning. We'll be keeping an eye on this 30-minute bar here. It's about to close in 10 seconds or so. Currently shaped like a hammer. And NQ pretty quickly back into 250 right there. Very, very quickly back into that 250. So just watching that reaction here, 19,250. Overnight low is 19,232. We got big volume this morning. And coming into that overnight low, 232, there's your little break, little blip beneath the overnight low. So if we do end up seeing that higher time frame acceptance beneath 250, that'll be like a higher time frame near term range breakdown, right? So let's see how these first 5 minutes are gonna look. Gap rules definitely apply. We've got a big gap lower down through the prior day low. So 250, 19250 stays on the watch here for NASDAQ. If you're trading ES, you're looking at 5,500. The overnight low right through there as well. So nice hold there near 250 NQ, getting into the session high here. Looks like a very slight new high of day. See if the push continues. That was decent. That was a decent little setup there. You got the spring at the overnight low aligned with the 19250 level of interest. Key higher time frame support. Question is, can it continue to hold? Got about 40 points locked in. I'll see if the trail gets taken. But yeah, we're looking at the 250 support. Get the move immediately lower, undercut that overnight low, buyer step in there. There's your long setup. See, session volume point of control probably getting ready to shift here in another minute or two. And there's the trail. There is the trail. So I wanted to see that push up and through 300. Some intraday, or not intraday, but pre-market resistance right through there. Little pre-market structure. Got that next data print of the morning in about 10 minutes. This is a very fast tape right now. Very, very fast tape. NASDAQ right back into session lows here. Personally going to pass on any re-entries in this area. I would want to see that initial push, the one I was involved with, actually break the 300. We don't end up seeing that. NQ new low of day. Question is, does this actually materialize into a higher time frame breakdown? Downside level is at 150. So this is all getting into no man's land for me. And 150 is the first level of interest following what is potentially going to be a structural breakdown. So that means I'm not going to be the first one in there. I'll tell you that. There's 19,200. Now there's all a patience game. For me, anyway, let that intraday structure build out data in about 5 minutes. NASDAQ coming into 19,150 level of interest. Still just with the one trade here. There's 150. And Q is down almost 2.5%. Got about 2.5 minutes till data. And Q right here at 19,150. Pretty much no buying interest there. There's that visual. Potential structural breakdown. Too soon to say right now. We need some higher time frame closes. If we see a failure here at 150, you're probably looking at 19K. That'll be the next downside level of interest. Got data upcoming in less than a minute. FYI, if you have any positions open. There's 945. There's your data. NQ right back into 150. What was that right there? The shallow fib, probably. Just about. Got the 150 bounce down. Nice. See if buyers can give a little bit more of a push here. No position, just watching the structure build out. Still just with the one trade this morning. One trade. Taking a look at the profile here, we do have a high volume node starting to build. See how that looks into 10 a.m. All right, a little micro higher low right there. And let's see if buyers can continue to build this. Nice push. Buyers actually showing up. Good to see. That was a nice higher low. A little micro higher low. A little too aggressive for me, but good to see the levels of interest be respected in that way. Let's see how the overnight low in 19,250 area is going to be treated now. Sellers want to see a rejection there, of course, to defend the near-term range breakdown. We are 10 minutes till 10 a.m. Most likely just going to wait till post 10 personally. I think that's PCE price index, right? Yeah. 10 a.m. PCE price index. Okay, your overnight low is right there at 232. 50% fib right in this area. Yeah, there's a tough zone for buyers right here. Fib sell zone, overnight low, and the key level of interest. RTH VWAP right there, Benny. That's a good call. It's a good call with the big gap. Big NASDAQ gap. There's your 5-minute. If you grab that short, make sure you cover some risk into the 150. Personally, staying patient here. We got just the one trade on the morning. Just the one so far. There's NQ right back into 150. It's basically your target for the RTH VWAP short. And 4.5 minutes till data. NASDAQ coming into session low. There you go, new low of day. Near term range breakdown continuing to do its thing. So 19K is the downside level of interest for NASDAQ. $90 till data. Let's see. All right, here comes data print. There it is. There's 19150. Good volume coming in on the back of that data. Let's bring those fibs back into the mix here. There's that 38%. 50 is at 19,205. Buyers are looking for an intraday change of character. Context is still a near-term range breakdown. Until 250 is reclaimed, that's the context here. Dom just hit daily goal for sure. Gotta love it. Got to love it. So 19150 stays on watch. It's that nearest level of interest. Keeping an eye on the structure here as well. I like to see how we're looking once this volume point of control shifts. Probably going to be in the next couple minutes if price continues to trade in this area. I think bears are more going to be more worried about the 250. That's the structural, the big structure point. 19250. It's the breakdown point. There's your session volume point of control shifting lower right here into 177. Volume's tapering down a bit. Coming into 19,200. We've not really seen the 5-minute sustain through the prior bar high all morning. Let's see if that changes here shortly. Right back into 150. A little churn now, post 10 a.m. churn. All right, there we go. Let's see if buyers can break the 215 now. It's that intraday structure point right through here. 150 post 10 a.m. held pretty nice. Here's the 61% fib as we get into overnight low. There's the morning. Trim a little more. Oh, I just ride. Just ride. See if we could get back within that near term range, 250. It's going to be a problematic area still. A little patience goes a long way, you know? Wait until post 10 a.m. Oh, post 10 a.m., structure becomes more clear, setups become easier. There's your higher low to lift the trail. So trail goes into about 194. Yeah, that overnight low 250 level of interest, like I said, it's gonna be a problem area for buyers. So we got a tight trail now. 194. That may be the last trade of the morning, honestly. I don't really want to be messing around in the 250 until we have a decisive reclaim. It's your true test of the overnight low. Trail's still in that 195 area. All right, that's better. That's better. We're gonna lift the trail up to about 203. Idea behind the trade. You have a post 10 a.m. low, or excuse me, a 10 a.m. low that is marked. You gotta love 10 a.m. reversal time. I mean, plain as day right there. 10 a.m. low is marked. A little structure builds out above the 19150 level of interest. We go for the higher low, just pretty much scalping the structure, the little micro structure there, while still holding a core position, just in case it breaks higher. Basically, how you can cash flow a trade idea just in case it fails. So the scalps will basically pay for the stop. If you end up getting stopped on that trade, it's paid for, no big deal. But in the case where it resolves higher, like right now, I mean, we're almost 100 points in floating profit here coming into 250. So we really got to tighten the trail. Trail just beneath 230. We're going to go just beneath 235. I have no structure to work with and don't want a seller to step in right here where I expect them. So we're going to go just beneath 240 now. because it is basically target. So they could give me a decisive break, in which case I'll still be in. There we go. Yep. Lift it a little bit more. We'll say 241. I like to see 250 holding. Give me that new high of day. Here comes the trail. Wow. Holds on to the tick. Holds on to the tick. That was probably the Chrissy bid right there. Thank you, sir. Now we're right back into the trail, 241.5. There it is. Trailed out. Trailed out. Not bad. Not bad. A little reclaim of the level of interest with a higher low, some market structure. Wonder if Mish was in there. That's the signature Mish entry right there. Now it gets a little trickier with this higher time frame zone, 19,250. So scenario that I'd like to see to put on another trade would be a push. Push, maybe a new high of day, then the retest into this area. Yeah, extension above 250 and pull back Benny, but ideally new high of day. Like give me new high of day and then a retracement. I really don't want like something like this, like and then your pullback right there, like a micro pullback. I don't really love that. If this area ends up rejecting, remember the context. Higher time frame breakdown point. So careful with the longs beneath 250. Let's jump over to the, so hourly bar looks pretty good. It still has 40 minutes though. If we get back above 250 and hold on higher time frame, say like a 2-hour close above 250 that holds. You know what that is? That's your higher time frame spring. Nice push here. Nice push. So overnight low holds. Probably would have been a better trail, but I expected a bigger showing from sellers. So I like to keep it nice and tight there. D-wall is bullish. Oh wow. Oh wow. I have to reevaluate. I have to find another entry. That's pretty rare right there. Next upside reference point here is just the session high. Basically, what is that? 307? 305? So session volume point of control right there, 261. Volume point of control stepped up. Yes, sir. Yeah, I want to see some higher time frame developments here in this key pivot in this 250 area, like 5 minute, 15 minute, just for more clarity. Those higher time frame pivots can be tricky. Can be a lot of shakeouts, a lot of fake outs, a lot of Chrissy traps. All right, NQ just shy of session highs. How's everyone's morning? How we doing? Break even, chilling 2 for 3. Dom's green. Benny 2 for 2. Let's go. Ray trailed there. 250 long, Ray. Is that the play? Yeah, 250 or 150. We got to know. You were in both. Nicely done. Nicely done. I only have the 250 from this morning. So I'm with you. I can say I was along both, but probably different times. Got the 250 long in the morning and the 150 long post 10 a.m. With NASDAQ getting ready to make a new high of day. There you go. New high of day. Not a great look for the bears here. Not a great look for sellers. So as of right now, this could be setting up the higher time frame spring. Remember, pre 10 a.m. I was talking about you need a higher time frame confirmation beneath this key pivot for it to really confirm the breakdown. Yeah, 15 minutes looking good. Let's check our 30. Look at the 30, my goodness. If this 30-minute bar can show some confirmation, we pretty much have the higher time frame spring. There's VWAP coming into 19,350. Wow, what a push. What a push. 1 hour into the sesh. Look at that 5 minute chart. You got 7 consecutive green bars in a row. Well, for now, near term range remains in play. Buyers need to see 19,250 continue to hold as support. There's my morning. I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. We'll keep it going in the Traders Think Tank. For late morning trades, I'll be looking for either a retest down into 250 or an extension above 350 that then gives some market structure based entry. Both longs, long only, long only. Pretty nice morning. Patience definitely required this morning. But post 10 a.m. Once that 10 a.m. low was marked, you have 10 a.m. reversal time. Got some market structure there, 19,150. Gotta love it. So hope you guys had a good morning. If you have questions, reach out in the Traders Think Tank. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow. Is tomorrow? Is it May 1st tomorrow? Yeah, May 1st tomorrow. New month. Fresh slate tomorrow. Brand new month. Brand new month. So take care, y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.